Welcome to Cake and Eat Special, I'm Lauren and this week I'm going to be showing you how I made a unicorn cake topper. So here we go. The first thing I do is build some clouds for my unicorn. So I start by sticking loads of balls of modelling paste to a little cake card. I'm resting the little cake card onto a bigger one so that I can move it around without doing any damage to my topper. I keep adding the balls of modelling paste up in different sizes until I feel that there's enough. Then with a paintbrush and a little bit of water, I make it nice and tacky and then add a very thin layer of fondant covering the whole thing. Then using a soft dry paintbrush, I gently push the fondant into all them little gaps and curves. I try to cut away any excess as neatly as I can. Moving on to the unicorn, I've got some pink modelling paste and I'm starting with an oval. And what I'm going to do is gently pull out the neck and the head, while at the same time trying to keep a basic shape for the unicorn's body. I'm going to insert a cocktail stick through the chest so that it goes through the neck and comes out the top of the head. So this will keep the unicorn attached to the clouds, it will offer support for the neck and the head, and also it will give me some support for the unicorn's horn. Brilliant. And now I'm just going to push that in place. Now I can do a little bit more defining. I add a little ball of fondant under the chin just for a little while I'm working on it to help me out with support. And now I can grab my sculpting tools and push in some eye sockets, some nostrils and a mouth. I fill in the eye sockets with tiny balls of black modelling paste. For the legs, I take balls of my pink modelling paste and I pull out a leg so that it looks like this. And then add a little bend for the knee. I do 4 of these and make 2 of them for the front legs a little less bulky at the wider end. Then with a little bit of water I stick them where I want them and then do my best to blend out that seam. I went with royal blue for the unicorn's horn, So I roll out a long thin cord, wrap it around that cocktail stick coming out of the head. For the mane, I wanted a light purple, so I just add tiny little strands as I go, but I'm curling the end of each one. And then I do the same with the tail. For the ears, I take 2 little cones of my pink modelling paste and then I flatten the centre and then push them in place. For the wings, I take 2 long carrot-shaped pieces of modelling paste and I flatten them out. I need to make sure that they're both the same size. Then using a sculpting tool, I score in loads of layers of tiny little lines, so it's all textured. So I wanted to place them so that the wider ends are on the shoulders and then the thinner ends at the back slightly overlap. Now I just need to add a little extra colour. I use some pink rainbow dust to darken out any shadowed areas. I use blue rainbow dust to very lightly go over the clouds. And then I mix the pink and blue together just for a nice purple to touch up the wings, using my very nice brush from Zoe's Fancy Cakes. And then finally, I add a little bit of gold to the feet using my Sweet Sticks palette. And there he is. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. I didn't actually have the topper to hold this week because it went onto a cake that I made for a very special little girl. I do make new tutorials every single Wednesday, so if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel and I will see you next week at 5 o'clock. Bye.